Hey guys, welcome to Two Dudes Talking. Today we are discussing Christmas movies, the good, the bad, and the overrated. Check it out. Hey guys, welcome back to Two Dudes Talking. My name is William Brooks. If this is your first time here, welcome to the #1 podcast on movies, entertainment, and everything pop culture. We are so glad you are here. If you can, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications, and let's roll. So today, we're talking about Christmas movies, the good ones, the bad ones, the downright over-sensationalized ones, all these things that kind of bring the spirit of Christmas a different vibe, if you will, from one person to the other. Now, with me, Christmas movies were always kind of a big part of the season. It seems like right at Thanksgiving, they just start and they don't end until Christmas Day itself, maybe even New Year's Day. But Christmas movies were always a big part of the season for me. But yet, I would watch other movies like Star Wars and random comedies during that time more so than actual Christmas movies, because I think growing up, they were just all the same to me for some reason. But I don't know. My family definitely had some favorites. Josh's family had some favorites. Today, we're going to talk about both. So let's get talking.
Well, hello, Will.
Hello, mate.
What's up?
Not a lot. It's almost Christmas time.
It is, and by almost Christmas, it's crazy. It's middle of November. It's a month and a half away, but like we're already 2 weeks late on Christmas music.
Yeah.
You know, it's
the
whole last quarter of the year is almost Christmas time.
To me, at my mom's house, like Christmas is from the day after Thanksgiving to New Year's Day.
Yeah,
that's it. It's not October.
Right.
It's not November 1st.
Oh no, like I still haven't had anything put up. Like nothing. I try to minimize it, but like we were laughing earlier about the Mariah Carey song. Yeah. Like, you know, it's just coming. It's like, I'm coming for all y'all. And then you're like, oh, because everybody loves it.
And
so like that is inevitable.
It's coming.
It is.
I actually love that song. But yeah, you'll hear it 1,000 times.
The sensationalizing
yes
of the thing, including the holiday. Like this is the most Hallmark holiday, and I'm a big Grinch about Christmas. Always have been.
Are you?
Big time.
Oh, but you have like a big awesome family.
I do. I love my family. I love spending time with them. I love the idea of making them happy.
That would be like a cool house to be at on Christmas morning.
It's fun, you know, get all the kids together and stuff. Like it really is. But like again, the over sensationalizing of it, it's, you know, you have to give a box with something in it. Like, nah, man, like get them kids together, get them something fun to do and enjoy that time.
Right.
Not the Hallmark aspect of it for this guy.
Regular old Scrooge.
Yeah, I am. I have been for a long time.
Scrooge and a Grinch and everything in between.
Yep.
Dang. Nah, I think our family stopped doing presents like 10 years ago. Mm-hmm. Just kind of like, yo, just come hang out, eat good food,
right?
Chill. We'll, you know, watch some movies,
right?
Be done.
You know, and having the kids like all around, like that really does bring a completely different enjoyment to it. Mm-hmm. You know, but I get that every day with them. They're awesome.
Yeah. So with that being said, we're talking about some pretty good movies, some not so bad, not so good movies,
and some movies that people just shouldn't be so excited about.
So I challenged Josh with this question. Let's start this off with this question because I think this will get people, that will trigger it here maybe. But I challenged Josh with this question the other day when we were preparing for this. What is one movie that everyone loves that you absolutely hate? Christmas
movies. A Christmas Story. That movie. So I've seen that movie.
That's mine too. Movie. Hate it.
Everybody's seen it probably 100 times. That's one of the reasons I don't like it is again that Sensationalizing. Yes. Holy moly. That word is going to cause me to die in front of you people today. I promise.
Stroke out occasionally on camera.
Yeah. But like you'll see this movie on for 2 or 3 days straight.
Yeah.
And like it's funny when you only see it every 5 years.
I probably haven't seen it in 20 and I've never cared to watch it again. And like I hate that kid's face.
Yeah.
I know that actor hates his own face because it's just like the.
Oh yeah, no,
it's
everywhere. It's one of.
You see that face on like toilet paper.
Yeah,
like commercials and stuff.
You never escape it.
Yeah.
So that one in particular is just the aura around it. There's just so much. You cannot escape it at all.
Well, that's funny that you say that because that is exactly my movie.
Yeah.
And I can't stand it.
So that movie inspired him to come up with an episode about hating on Christmas movies. And as immediately when you ask somebody else the same question, it's the same movie. It must really suck.
What would be your second one?
This one, I can't really say that I hate it, but I don't see why it's worth all the hype, is The Polar Express. And I know that's going to trigger a lot of people.
Ooh.
But,
See, I love that book.
Yeah.
I love it. Never have seen the Tom Hanks Polar Express.
Right. I do think that it's really cool that there's like the life in life event you can go to. I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's super cool. But like, I know more people than I would think I know are going to be making it a special event to like get PJ's popcorn and watch that movie in specific. But like, I don't get it. Like you got so many other good ones. Like,
have your kids seen it? I mean, you and Wade's.
No. Yeah. I love being a twin. That's so funny because I get things like that all the time. Have your kids? I've got one child.
Yeah.
Like, she's great.
I have a daughter.
Kid. But I do accept the other ones as my herd as well.
And then your sisters,
Yeah, they all run together.
All 6 of them children.
It's like a little omelet with all of them. Oh yeah, yours or his, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Well, I was just curious if they had seen it. It's probably a movie that's closer to that younger.
Yeah, I don't think they have.
Yeah.
But I'll share it with Layla. Let her get her. She loves it. She loves all the cartoons and animated stuff. So I think, and I mean, I would like to take her to that in life event, so that would get her super pumped about it.
Oh yeah.
So that's a whole different. I don't like it. But I'd pump that up for her,
Yeah. Mine is people are gonna burn me at the post for this, but it's Christmas Vacation.
Wow.
Not my favorite. See,
I again, I'm not gonna say the word, but the whole National Lampoon thing.
Yeah.
There's so many of them. That one though, it still holds up for me. Like I love the crazy uncle. I think he's like the best character of all.
I just like Vegas Vacation better.
Now that's a whole different conversation. Absolutely.
Yeah. But no, I mean,
like the cat and the Christmas tree, like there's stuff that I still find very funny about that movie.
This is one maybe we can agree on too, is Elf.
I love Elf.
Hate it.
I love Elf.
Hate it.
I hate Christmas. And I have that phobia, the feeling with cotton balls makes me sick.
Really?
Like
my mom has that.
Yeah.
Like she can't stand like
they used
certain.
So when I was in the Army, I fell asleep in a truck one day, right? Like just minding my own business, sweating in the middle of the woods, just training.
Yeah.
And my section sergeant was like, "Percy, you better not be asleep back there." And I was like, "Oh no, you better grab your rifle and your gloves and they better be all blah, 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 blah."
Yeah.
So I hop out of the truck and I'm like pulling my stuff on. I'm like, what have I done? If I have to bring my weapon, because we were in the States. So like me having to take my weapon meant I was going to be somewhere for a while.
Right.
So I was not looking forward to this. And I go to pull up my gloves and they had lined all my fingers of my gloves with cotton balls. And I couldn't get them off because, like, I mean, I hate that feeling, and it makes, it just makes my skin crawl. Yeah. But when he's sitting there eating those things, I'm sitting here like, But I love that movie.
I know Katie. I don't know if she's seen Elf. She hates Will Ferrell though. Mm-hmm. So Shout out, Katie.
Yeah, the kids, they have seen that one. I just think it's so funny.
People love it, and people are just like I think what I hate about it is like people are like, it's too early for Christmas, and then they'll like a meme like it's too early for Christmas,
and then
it says me, and it's Will Ferrell like just
yeah.
And it's like I've seen so many people do that meme that describes them. It was like I hate it.
And that's my one. I'm guilty of sensationalizing that. I love Elf. I'll totally buy into it.
Sheesh. So my like favorite 3 Christmas movies, and I don't really get into them too much during the holidays. Like I'll just watch Star Wars again or whatever.
Right.
The Santa Claus.
Yeah.
I love it. We've got Tim Allen sitting right here too, folks.
It's these twinkly eyes, I guess.
They're twins. Google Tim Allen like 25 years ago. You'll see it. It'll be there. Yeah. The Santa Claus, the Grinch. I like the animated and the Jim Carrey one.
Yep.
Die Hard.
Absolutely.
Die
Best
Hard.
Christmas movie ever.
And then I also really like A Muppet's Christmas Carol as a kid.
It's been a long time since I've seen that, but it's
got Michael Caine as Scrooge. Yeah. Oh, it's so good.
It's a good one.
It's just awesome.
Favorite 3 for me, that's easy. Both of the Home Alones. The first 2 Home Alones are knockouts.
Classics.
Elf, I do find the humor in it. It hits me. And Die Hard. No, there's a couple in like that remind me of the Santa Claus. I think Santa Claus is great. Like that's a solid movie.
Yeah.
But there's a few that were kind of similar, I guess, that I feel the same way about. But I guess the last one would have to be the Grinch. The Grinches.
Yeah.
I mean, Santa Claus is great, but it's the Grinches.
Yeah. Home Alone is iconic.
Yeah. No,
See, I can watch. The thing about Home Alone is
all year long.
I watch it all year long.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is one of my favorite comedies from my youth, and still today it's kind of like Dumb and Dumber. Like I will never stop loving those movies.
Yeah,
we used to at different points in my lives. Like at one point, I was watching that as a kid, and like booby trapped my house. Like I did what I could to protect my house with farm tools. Stupid. As
poor Ann and Eddie.
I know. And then as a younger adult, like I'd be drinking, watching the Home Alone movies, taking a shot every time one of the bad guys should have died, and not being able to finish that game.
Yeah,
and
now, about 20 minutes into the movie,
done. But now like the kids, they just think they're hilarious, and they are. Like the comedy is great. They still hold up for me.
They're good movies. I like them. I don't hate them.
Yeah,
I do like those. There's so many Christmas movies that are like. There's 1,000, what is it, Hallmark
movies.
Yeah, which some of those are good.
Yeah.
And then some of them are just whatever. But there's so many Christmas movies.
One that I hadn't really thought of before we got in here, but A Winter's Tale with Colin Farrell.
Yeah.
Solid movie. Made me cry. That movie made me cry.
Yeah.
Time travel, romance, Christmas time stuff. Really good one.
Nice. Yeah, I can't think of many, to be honest. There's movies to me like I remember watching more around that time. I watch a lot of movies again and again.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Same.
But it seems like growing up, it was like 101 Dalmatians and
right. Like McDonald's always had the snow globes and
stuff. These movies were around Christmas or they were coming out around Christmas or whatever. Those movies come back to memory more than A Christmas Story and stuff like that.
Now, the one odd association with the Christmas holiday and movies was there's this movie. I mean, it was probably like 98, 99. It was called Cabin Boy.
Okay.
And this really raunchy comedy. And they would always play it right before the start of this Christmas Story marathon. So like we would always do and it was around Thanksgiving. So like we'd always do Thanksgiving at my Aunt Barbara's house. And
Barbara.
Oh, Barbara.
Oh, Barbara.
and George, they'd have us there. And but we would always, try, me and Wade and our cousin Clay would always try and like sneak out of the dining room to go watch this really inappropriate movie. It was like something about, it was kind of like Something About Mary time period.
Oh, yeah.
And it was the dude that, like, My Strong Hand was the main character in this. So it's about, but it was done in the animation of like the old Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer stuff.
Right.
It was so funny. So like we would watch that every year, and it just became more and more inappropriate the older I got. And I was like, dang, I should not have been watching that.
Heaven boy.
But
yeah,
that I associate way more than A Christmas Story.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
I'm looking at a lot of these right here. These are all really new ones, I guess, but not that great. Dang, there's actually a terrible bit of them. Noel, Last Christmas, Let It Snow, Christmas Chronicles, Claus, The Lodge, which looks like a scary movie on Christmas.
I like it.
The Nutcracker.
I haven't seen that, but I actually am intrigued too.
Cinderella Story, Christmas Wish, A Bad Mom's Christmas. Those movies are funny.
I've heard those are funny.
Those are funny.
Emily, you always tell me to watch those. I need to get on it one day.
The Man Who Invented Christmas, Krampus.
Krampus is funny. Thought you want something other than Kraft macaroni and cheese and hot dogs. Why?
Oh, man. So here we go. Yeah. Bad Santa.
Bad Santa.
Amazing.
I didn't like it.
Oh, no.
I don't like Christmas, dude.
It's like, but that's like the total anti-Christmas.
I know. And
no. You not like Billy Bob Thornton?
I love Billy Bob Thornton.
Right,
I just don't like.
We're about to fight, dude. That's about to just, no.
No, I love Billy Bob Thornton.
I'm on my lunch break, okay?
I can't. I think I saw that one time. It's been.
I love that movie.
However many years since it was in theaters.
Harold and Kumar Christmas. Christmas Vacation 2.
Nope.
What about the other Home Alones, 3 and 4? Yeah.
Garbage.
Let's see. There's some crazy ones. Oh, Ernest Saves Christmas.
Absolutely.
Classic
film.
88. Wow.
I used to watch all the Ernest movies.
Mixed Nuts with Steve Martin.
Don't know that one.
Let's see. Ghost of Girlfriend's Past. Good old Matthew McConaughey thing.
Yeah. Still haven't seen it.
Medea Family Christmas.
Medea movie is pretty funny.
Medea Christmas. There's so many terrible ones on here. This is a bad list. Christmas
movies are pretty bad.
Scrooged with Bill Murray.
Yeah, it's decent.
Miracle on 34th Street. So,
that movie's dope.
1947. Black and white, obviously.
So
I remember, like, Katie, you have to remember this, but it feels like Mom. It's either Mom or Mama. Like, whoever, which one, either one, was like, that shit was always on every Christmas.
Yeah.
Miracle on 34th
always make
Street.
you cry.
Yeah, it's like.
Now, there were some fun ones as kids. What's the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger where he goes after the toy?
The toy
for his
soldier.
kid?
I know what you're talking about.
It's a great movie.
Yeah. Jingle All the Way? No.
Yeah, Jingle All the Way.
Is that it? Yeah.
I think so. Great comedy.
That's a good one.
Probably way worse than I remember.
Yeah. No, that one's actually pretty good.
Word.
They redid Miracle on 34th Street with the girl who played Matilda.
That's the one that made me cry.
See, I'm not too familiar with that one. I remember the old one.
Yo, so that's pretty actually. I love Danny DeVito. I talk about him a lot. One of the neater things that happened during the making of Miracle on 34th Street is that little girl's mother had cancer. And Danny DeVito paid for all of her treatment and like
that's awesome.
All the lodging for that little girl. Like, what's wrong with Danny DeVito?
No, what's funny is like you reminded me of the time when I was like, if you could interview anybody in the world,
yeah,
anybody in the world, you're like, I don't, probably like Elon Musk and then
Stephen King and then Danny DeVito.
Yeah, Stephen King and Danny DeVito.
Yeah. No, I love that dude. But Miracle on 34th Street, I didn't know that as a kid, and
that's funny.
Then also,
A Nightmare. Yeah, go ahead.
Directed Matilda as well.
I knew he directed Matilda. Yeah, Yeah, dope. That's an amazing movie.
Yep.
And you sing that meme with her, and it's like it's her and the girl from Stranger Things who would win.
11 would smoke her in a heartbeat, dude. Are you kidding me?
See, no, they're like Matilda would have whooped her. I don't know. No. Nightmare Before Christmas.
Great movie.
Yeah. Missed
very,
that.
Very soulful.
There is the Charlie Brown Christmas.
Yeah.
It's always good.
I do really, even though some of these movies I don't like, I will try and at least let my kid watch it, give them their own chance to approve or not. You know what I mean? So like some of the older stuff that she wouldn't see if she didn't have it, shown to her, I do kind of take responsibility for that. But I still like the Charlie Brown Christmas. It's just from such a different time.
Yeah. My dad loves the piano music.
Yep.
He loves
it.
Yeah. He's like, that's Christmas to Dad, pretty much.
My sister would actually, she's wonderful on the piano. She plays for church and has for years. But when my grandmother was in the nursing home, she'd always go play different music, and that was one of the things was the Charlie Brown songs.
Oh,
the
nice.
Old people, old folks used to just go crazy.
Right.
One guy always in the back yelling, Van Halen. It's like, that dude.
Yeah. Van Halen. R.I.P. Eddie.
Yeah.
He just passed away about a month and a half ago, 2 months ago. I actually texted Dad. I was like, dang, that's one of Dad's favorite guitar players. It's like, I don't think
that's
I've had.
That's an iconic.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't had any of my favorite icons from bigger eras die yet, but I'm going to be sad.
It's going to start sucking.
Yeah.
I don't know though, man. I like how we can we're going to have to digress a second. Yeah. I was really, really upset when Alan Rickman died. Like as far as there have been several deaths recently, like Chadwick Boseman.
Yep.
Really, really would have liked to seen him around for a long time. He was young. Anton Yelchin, dang, he was in his late 20s. Like but Alan Rickman just.
Yeah, I was the same level when Robin Williams died.
Yep.
That one got me.
Yep. So I mean I know it's coming. Yeah. But Eddie Van Halen, like I loved the intro to Ready Player One, the movie.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's just great. Yeah. It's so out of place. Like
awesome. Yeah. No, I mean Christmas movies. I don't know why they've always been. Well, I mean, I guess Christmas is the
Hallmark Channel makes money off of them, dude.
It's like there's not Thanksgiving movies. There's like 4.
The best Thanksgiving movie ever was Addams Family Values.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. There's not Easter movies because, that's a whole thing.
Right. Passion was huge.
You can't commercialize Easter like you
I tell you what, though, legitimately, Christmas. The Passion, I saw people, that theater was it was like that when I saw It, which is crazy how different those two are. Aside from those two movies, I've never seen people sitting on the steps.
Oh yeah,
in the theater.
Yeah,
they were both so full. It was crazy.
That movie was in top 20
for a long time.
Yeah, as far as box office.
Yeah, but yeah, no. Christmas is just it's associated with so much money, dude, and I don't like that. So I mean, I just
Is that why you don't like Christmas at all?
I love the ideals of it, the things that are celebrated, the spending of time. Like what's cool to me is like one of my favorite Christmases of all time was when I was in Afghanistan. Like we had nothing, but like spending that time with like that special, that just taking a special bit of time to spend with people and make it about each other. Like there's real value in it, like real value that I see and appreciate.
Yeah.
But yeah, the commercialization of it is just obscene.
Yeah, I agree. I think my sister is definitely in your vein as well. Like she hates it too. Yeah.
I love that people, and I love that people appreciate it and enjoy it. I mean, guys, if you are the people that really get down on Christmas and Christmas movies, like, take happiness in what you take happiness in.
Right.
You know, I take happiness in my kid enjoying everything commercial there is to enjoy about Christmas.
Right.
But like me, no. I just, I just don't.
I mean, no.
No, I don't.
Do you watch the parade?
I'll take my kid to a parade. You talking about like Macy's Day Parade and stuff? I'll put it on and let Layla watch it if she wants to, but I won't make it a sit down.
Those your parents?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, people we used to, but like, you know, I would sit down, this is how the parade would go out. I'd sit down, make cocoa, make popcorn, get candy, whatever, lay it out, have it full set up. As soon as my kid's done with it, boop, it's off. We're going outside.
Yeah.
You know, like, I'm not gonna do that.
Force it on you.
Yeah. Here you go, ratings. No,
yeah.
I'm not gonna do that.
I remember going to my Aunt Linda's house, and we always had Thanksgiving at her house and Christmas at my grandparents. And Thanksgiving, she would always have her tree up. I think she would put her tree up the day before, so when everybody got there, they could see it and all that stuff. And she had like the dopest ornaments,
right?
You know. And then having Thanksgiving there, you know, the next day, and watching the Thanksgiving Day parade with everybody, and then watching football.
See, that is.
Yeah. And then
I watch football.
Yeah. Yeah, same. And then going to Christmas, having everybody there, and then, watching the Christmas parade, either the local one or the
and see, one. It's funny, man, like, this episode is really kind of ironic because, like, as much as I love movies, I tell you what, man, don't waste your Christmas time on movies. Like, the in life parades, like, even with Macy's Day, sure, if your kid or you get down on it, just take enjoyment in that.
Right.
But, you know, for me, like, let your kid go pick up candy on the side of the street. Like, let them be little, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
go see the lights.
Yeah, go do some stuff. It's hard enough to do that these days, but like there's stuff to do offside beside of watch bad movies over and over and over again.
Yeah. That's true. Get away from the TV for a minute.
Yeah, it's
but you can't because COVID, and you better not have more than 10 people at your house.
Oh, bro, no, you can go to McAdamsville, North Carolina. I think it's exit 18 off of 85 southbound if you're interested, and that's an entire town you can drive through with Christmas lights, a radio channel that does music, tells stories. Like, there's stuff to do.
Christmas Town, USA.
Yep.
Yeah, you could go caroling.
Right.
Because people still do that.
Yep. With a mask, probably. I would not be surprised if people were doing stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, you could do that.
Trick-or-treating went down, so.
Yeah. You can go see the lights. Oh, the NASCAR. If you are in Charlotte and North Carolina, South Carolina, NASCAR, the Carolina Speedway, they have Christmas lights where you get on the track and drive around and see it and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's dope. Kind of like McAdamsville, but different, you know.
But just don't watch the same old stuff. They're bad. Don't.
You can watch movies after you do all the cool stuff outside.
Yeah, after you get done, go back home and instead of taking shots, crack open a beer and take a sip every time one of the bad guys gets banged with a brick.
Yeah.
You know, like.
You'll drink a lot.
Yeah, you will. You will.
You'll have a lot of beer that evening.
Eggnog.
Not an eggnog fan.
Oh, I could take down some eggnog.
Yeah.
Give it to me. More for me.
Yeah.
That's one of my things.
Eggnog.
I like it.
Let us know in the comments. Do you like eggnog or not? Yes, he does. He's a happy boy.
I don't. I think mainly I just don't like the sensationalizing of the wrong stuff because like there is so much important stuff around this holiday times.
Yeah, family, spirituality, whatever your faith is, those are important.
Those are, I mean, not only that, but
cornerstones.
Like, right, the cornerstones. But like, you got look at what like it's hard times. There's a lot of stress out there these days, and like, be sure to focus on the good stuff too.
I'm actually curious. This might get a little deep for a second, but I'm actually curious about people that do have hard times around Christmas, and maybe they have their whole life, but they have kids now. You know, what is the Santa conversation like?
Oh yeah.
You know, what is when does that conversation stop? Does it ever start in the first place?
Right.
Does it ever stop until they're, I guess I've just had that realization that
Santa Claus isn't real.
Santa Claus could be a very different thing for very different people.
Yeah.
Based on financial stuff alone.
Right.
And then the spirituality stuff and all that. That was interesting to me.
No, like, so with people having a hard time, this is crazy. So one of the earliest memories I ever have of being empathetic towards another human, like that, to the point that it affected me a little bit, was in the movie Gremlins. The girl is talking about her dad getting stuck and dying in the chimney.
Yeah.
On Christmas. And I was like, it messed me up.
Yeah.
When it made me so sad. I was like, dang.
Yeah.
If that's real, how many people are so sad right now? And not even something about something so crazy like that, but like, yeah.
There's a thing about it too. Probably the presents don't bother me. The gifts, the commercials, the Hallmark movies, none of that bothers me because I think people are free to do that. Obviously,
that's a love language, and for a lot of people, and that's okay.
I think what bothers me is the pressure that you have to.
Yes. Same.
Give something to somebody
in order to appreciate them.
Yeah, or even the pressure that kids have to get something on Christmas because other kids are or not or whatever. It's like it's crazy.
Yeah, I don't like being expected to do too many things.
I would feel bad about a kid that didn't get stuff and but there's this pressure.
I'm sorry. I'm over here smiling while you're doing this. It's not because of what you're saying. It's because something I just thought of.
No, it's just like, that thought kind of bothers me a little bit right there.
I have to add something, and I wish this would have come in my brain before the end.
No, this is great.
But we
got plenty of time.
One of my favorite things to watch on Christmas is actually the It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia Christmas special.
Yeah.
Have you seen that? Oh my gosh. That is one of the funniest things of that show.
Right.
So it's the story of it's kind of like the ghost of Christmas past, present, and future. The characters are all confronted with their past Christmases, which they thought were normal,
right,
up until they're exposed. So, I just love it. It's so mean. Like, so Danny DeVito, for the whole life of the twin brother and sister, had started out when they're like 6 or 7. They bring out this video because he comes in and he's super excited. He's like, "Hey guys, guess what? I got your presents outside." And they're like, "Bullcrap, Frank, we're not doing this again, da 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 da." And he goes, "But Dennis, I have these keys to this Lamborghini." And he's like, and Deandra, if you didn't notice and he's wearing this like bright yellow racing outfit, Danny DeVito, and eating cheese balls out of this bag of cheese poos. And they're like, "Frank, don't you dare. And so what he does every Christmas is he started buying things for the kids when they were like 6 or 7 and then keeping them for himself, and their boxes would be empty, and he called it a fake out. So like
fake out.
Yeah. So next thing you know, he's like dumps this bag of Cheetos in this $450,000 purse, and he goes outside and he's so short he can't get the door down on the Lamborghini, but that's okay because he drilled a hole in the door of Dennis's favorite car and tied a bag of sand to pull down just to abuse the kids. Like, it's so messed up. And then one of the other ones, Mac and Charlie, Mac finds out that his family had participated in what was thought to be the neighborhood tradition of breaking into your neighbor's house and stealing their stuff. But obviously, in actuality, his dad, who's in jail the whole series,
right,
was making a break in other people's houses and steal their stuff on Christmas morning. So you get these videos of these little kids doing all this terrible stuff. And then Charlie's, which I'm not going to talk about.
Good. Because it's a fool. He's a fool.
He is. He's had terrible Christmases his whole life. But like that, no joke. I need to watch that like tonight to get out of the funk.
Yeah.
That
Christmas commercialization has put you in.
Already put me in just talking about it.
Yeah.
Got me funked up, and
I think it's fun that people have something like that they look forward to that much.
Yeah.
Where it's like they're literally ready to spend 45 days on a season.
Yeah.
You know, and just be like all about it.
Yep.
For whatever, you know, whatever.
It's great. I've got my things, movies.
Yeah.
It's not for
but
everybody.
I think it is cool that people get that excited about it. But I was like,
I just much rather participate. I'd rather make a memory than watch the same bad one over and over again.
Right. Yeah. But I think like at the same time with all that rough stuff going on, 2020, a movie's not a bad idea.
What's going on in 2020?
Josh has been asleep for 12 months.
Yeah.
No, I think movies are. I think Christmas movies will be a good thing overall this year.
Well, I mean, I will say I can appreciate, like you just said, that having something to enjoy. You know, again, take your enjoyment, however it is for you.
Take it.
Me, this is just not one of my things. I just, except for Elf, I'll give it to you. Elf's a good one. Can't do it with the rest.
No. So yeah. Well, thanks for being here. Have a good Christmas.
Watch Nightmare Before Christmas and Elf. You're good.
Yeah. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa to all.
Happy holidays. And like legitimately in general.
Politically correct. Yeah. Happy holidays to all you people out there for sure. Yeah. I'm
going to spend mine in a room with the TV off because I don't want to watch Christmas Story another single time.
Yeah. I'll just watch regular movies.
I'll watch Ferris Bueller.
I'll probably watch like Point Break and Star Wars and I don't know.
Great Christmas movies.
Ocean's 11.
Yeah. Hostel.
Yeah. Yeah. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Why not? So, but yeah, we'll catch you guys next time.
Happy holidays.
Hey guys, thanks again for checking out today's episode. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. Tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your dad. Make sure you tell your grandma. In the meantime, go ahead and watch some more videos right here. See you guys.